Hey, everybody who's tuning in. No equipment needed for today, and unfortunately, I am flying solo, so you're stuck with just me today. So I'm going to get set up, and we'll be ready to go here shortly. All right, everybody. Friday fun day workout. It's going to be really awkwardly silent because you guys are just going to have to put up with me today. What we're doing is going to be a lot of abs, a little bit of cardio, and some strength. You guys don't need any weights for today. Just your bodies is just fine. We'll start with just a little dynamic warm-up. I've got everything written on the board. Don't know if you can see it, but we're just going to start with some leg swings. If you have something to balance on, feel free to use it. Let me close up the pop-ups on my screen so I can actually see you guys. There you go. If you need to hold on to something, you can, or you can just stand there out in the open, but all we're going to do is swing the leg, keeping it straight, front and back, nice and loose. Work on going a little bit farther. I'm going to balance on something. When you're doing a warm-up for an exercise. What you'll notice in a lot of our videos is that the warm-up stuff we're doing moving a lot. And I'll show you from the side. We're not kind of doing these sit and hold stretches like you'll see sometimes. We save those for the end of our activity. And the reason for that is because we don't want to stretch out our stretch receptors and our muscles. We'll switch legs. We save our static sit and hold stretches for the end of the workout. Do a couple of shout outs. With our technical issues the other day, I know some of you couldn't hear us. Give a hello to, Tracy Clark out there at Rhinestall. If you're watching, happy Friday. Any of my friends at Formica that may be starting up the challenge here new, welcome. All right, we're going to go next to a Frankenstein walk. So arms are straight out in front of us. We're just going to kick the legs straight up, one after the other. I don't know if you guys are a little sore from yesterday's workout, but I know I am. Having Katie and Mo the Destroyer alongside you for a workout is usually a recipe for being very sore the next day. So, all right. Next, we're going to go out and up with the legs. So knees are going to come out to the side and bring them up. Just really open up that hip. Get some blood flow into that hip joint. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing as much grinding going on in there as I am. But yeah, no buzz today. I feel lonely without having my buddy here. We'll switch legs. You can do all these too while you're walking. So take a step forward if you choose to, or you can do them just standing there. Alternate a little bit. Tight. All right, take it back. We'll do arm circles. Just start little, work your way out bigger. I'm going forward. You can go backwards if you want. I'll switch it up and do 2 of these. Really try to press into that circle. Again, working that blood all the way through the shoulder capsule. Really good flex. Oh. Good. Lots of abs today. All right, next we got a knee lift and a tuck. So you're just going to bring it up, tuck it in, back down. Again, this is another one you can do while walking. Take a couple of steps, hit it, take a couple steps. Just try to stretch out that posterior chain. Again, working the hips. Hopefully balancing. If you need to, you can grab onto something or hold a wall. Tight today. What else we got? Trunk twist. I like to start small on a trunk twist, just side to side, and then open it up a little bit more. Maybe you'll hear a couple of pops. What we're going to do with today's workout is I got 3 little sets of exercises. We're going to run through each one 4 times. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds. I will apologize in advance. We move on to squats. I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm not the greatest with timing these things. So you can go ahead and expect to end up doing a little more than 30 seconds on some of these. Especially once I get started talking. Good. Nice and deep. And then I'll usually hold the last one. A little bit of a rock. Good. Back up. We got just a jog in place. I gotta quit asking you guys to put in chat what you're up to, because odds are you're probably working out the same way I am, and it's hard to type in the chat. But I hope that you're all doing something fun for Friday. We at the office have our second kind of virtual happy hour tonight that I get to look forward to attending. So an awesome chance. If you guys aren't doing those in your office, consider doing them. The biggest concern that we've hit is just people feeling like they're not getting any connection with anybody now. So those are a great way to improve that. All right, I'm going to get the timer set up. I promise I'm not texting. That's what I'm doing, is getting the timer set up. And then we will get going. The first round that we're doing is going to be some sumo squats, some raised leg crunches, some side lunges, and some leg lifts with a swing. So a little bit of oblique work going on in there too. All right, auto lock is off, and I promise I will do my best to read this timer. Okay, so first one is a sumo squat. Sumo squat is a really wide stance squat. Toes are pointed out a little bit more outward than they would normally. Try to get down nice and low. Again, get that upper leg parallel to the floor at the lowest point. You got 30 seconds. Go. You should feel this a little bit more on the inside of your leg, kind of up in the groin area. Keep a nice flat back, and you want to feel the weight and the pressure all around the outside of the foot. You got 15 seconds left. We're about halfway there. 10. Good depth on these last 5 seconds worth. One more. Done. All right, raised leg crunch. So knees are going to be up. I'll go sideways so you can actually see me. Knees are going to be up 90 degrees at the knees and at the hips. Just take the elbows to the knees. Ready? Go. Focus on using your abs to pick yourself up. Don't just roll your body upwards. Think about pushing that belly button into the ground. You got 10 more seconds. And done. All right, going up, we're going to do a side lunge. I'm going to do just the right leg on this one. You can alternate if you want, but since we're going through 4 times, we'll hit each side twice if you do just one. So we're stepping out, dropping down, pushing back. 30 seconds. And I keep this off leg straight. Focus on a good hard push off with the leg that's flexed and you're down on. 10 seconds. 5. And one more. Done. All right, so we got a leg lift with a little bit of a swing. Feet are going to be about 6 inches off the ground, and we're just going to take them kind of side to side. Hands can go underneath your butt or underneath your head or off to the side. We're up and go. So just side to side. Focus on moving the legs with the obliques and not just by swinging them. And I would say keep your head flat, but I'm going to disobey that because I got to watch the timer. And got about 5 seconds. Done. Back up. We got sumos. Good wide stance. Toes out. And begin. Ooh. It's really a shame that we do not have nicer weather for a Friday. It's pretty gross outside. Got 5 seconds. Done. Back down. We got our crunches. Begin. But as somebody who just purchased his first truck, the elements are much easier to drive in now than they were in my tiny little two-door. About 10 seconds. Remember, focus on squeezing the abs to pull yourself up. Don't just throw your head up towards your knees. One more. Done. Now we got side lunges. I'm going to the left side this time. And begin. Get a good stretch. Try to get out there, cover a lot of ground. About halfway. Five seconds. One more after this one. Done. Back down to the mat. We got our leg lifts with a swing. Ready? And go. Remember, use the obliques to pull those legs side to side. About 6 inches off the ground. And this second round should be where you start feeling this stuff if you're like me. First one's not too bad. You feel strong. Done. Back up, and we're going to squat. And go. Me and Buzz have been kicking around the idea. I got to do one of these for my gym, which is in my home. So it is open currently. Halfway. Good depth. 5 seconds. One more. Done. Very nice. Going back down. Hit our crunches. Knees are up. And start. The only issue with doing it at my house, and following us for one of our workouts, is that I'm sure a lot of you don't have all of the weights at home. 5 seconds. Done. Back up. I'm going to go side lunge, right side again, and go. We have started the hunt in my household also for a new series to watch. About halfway. So if any of you have any recommendations, send them my way, please. 5 seconds. Good depth. One more after this. Legs are up, 30 seconds, side to side, go. Really focus on keeping a good hold in your low abs. Get a good squeeze in the obliques on each side. You're about halfway, a little over halfway. 5 seconds. And done. Back up. Last little round here, sumos. Feet wide, toes out, go. The worst part of this being alone is there's nobody else to talk. I'm gonna lose my voice by the time this thing is over, which may not be the worst thing in the world for you guys. 5 seconds. One more. Nice. Down to the ground. We're going to crunch. Knees are up. And go. Now you don't have to go hands by your head. You can go down here by your chest if you want. Five seconds. And done. Back up. Side lunges. Going to the left. And start. I need to invest in one of those nice watches like Buzz has, so I'm not having to use a phone. Weight of your body, you should feel all throughout the foot. Shouldn't be on the toes, shouldn't be all on the heels. Almost there. Done. Back down. Last exercise for this set. Got leg lifts with a little swing. And go. Make them burn. Find that spot where you can really feel it. Focus on getting a good contraction in your sides. About 10 seconds. 5. And done. Woo! Very nice. Our first little block is done. Take a little break, grab something to drink. I left my water out here past the screen. Next up, we're going to do 4 exercises: reach out, push up, reverse crunch. We got butt kicks for a cardio blast in the middle, and then just a straight plank to finish it off. Again, going through the whole thing 4 times. So for the reach out push up, I'll explain that real quick. You can do it from your knees or from your feet. All you're going to do is start with your hands about shoulder width apart. We're going to reach out to one side, drop down, and then push back to the middle. If you have trouble with normal feet push-ups, maybe do these from your knees. I am going to go from my knees for these, so you can follow along with me, but we got 30 seconds. We're going to alternate which side we're going out to. And go. So normal, reach out, come down, back to the middle. Reach out, down, back to the middle. About halfway. Five seconds. Done. Flip over. We got a reverse crunch. Hands underneath the backside. We're just going to bring our knees to our chest. 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Lift that butt up off the ground. Think about doing this with your lower abs. Don't just throw your legs towards your face. Little over halfway. Five seconds. Done. Up. You got 30 seconds worth of butt kicks. Ready? Go. So get a good bounce. If you need something low impact, you can just stand and kick. Ten seconds. 5. Done. We're going down to the mat. You got planks. You can go from your elbows or from your hands. 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Nice flat back all the way down into the ankles. Pull that belly button into your spine. About 10 seconds. 5. Done. If a plank is a little too difficult, you can always raise up the hands or the elbows on something. But I recommend trying to get a normal plank. If you have to take a break, just come down to the ground, come back up, and just focus on how much time you can stay lifted as opposed to trying to make it a little bit easier. But do what you got to do. We're going to stay down there. We got the reaching push-ups again for 30 seconds. And go. About halfway. Five seconds. One more. Done. We're going to go reverse crunch. And go. The other issue I run into is when I need to use the analog clock over here, because little fun fact about me, I have extremely poor eyesight. So seeing that little hand can be rough, but you're about halfway. Remember, don't swing, lift with the abs, not by throwing the feet. And done. Back up. You got butt kicks for 30. And go. This should feel real good if you've got some sore quads. I'm still feeling the wall sits from the other day with Buzz. A little over halfway. Five seconds. Done. Back down, you got a plank. I'm going to go hands on this one. We're going to go up. No mountain climbers today. I don't know if you can read the board, but my shoulders could not handle another day of mountain climbers. So we're not going to do it. About halfway. Five seconds. Done. We're going to stay down here. I was getting up. I was all excited. Stay down here. We got our reach and push-ups again. And go. For those of you out there who are our noon viewers usually, another really great instructor that we have, Katie Rowe, some of you may know her, is doing afternoon classes at 4. Almost there. Done. And I highly recommend you check them out. They are on Wednesdays. But the recorded videos are up on the channel as well. Now reverse crunches. And begin. Pull those knees in. Raise that backside up nice and far off the floor. Pull those hips to your face. Almost there, 10 seconds. And done. I'm going to sneak one more in. We got butt kicks beginning now. 30 seconds. Don't forget, if you guys have any questions, or you want to reach out to us, virtualwellness@tryhealth.com. Remember, we are doing a fitness challenge for the month. Got 10 seconds. So if you're doing these videos, 5, done. You better be doing the challenge too. Down to the ground. 30-second plank. And we're up. Abs are starting to feel it, so I'm a little less talkative for this set. Look at you. 10 seconds. Good hold. Pull those abs in. 5. Done. Get a quick breather. We got push-ups. Starting now. Really should have taken the push-ups out of today, but too late now, as we are on our last round. About 10 seconds. Last one. Done. Flip it over. And you got crunches. And go. About halfway. Good. Hold up. You got butt kicks. 30 seconds. Go. If you're kind of new, or you've just been coming to the channel for the live classes, I would encourage you to take a minute, maybe scroll through some of our other videos. We got some pre-recorded classes that are up there. Got some good informational topics as well. 10 seconds. Lots of good stuff out there for you. 5, 3, 2, 1, done. Back down, we got planks. And up. I'm going to adjust myself real quick. You stay up there. Really focus on tightening the core, pushing down into the ground. You shouldn't be pushing forward or pushing back. It should be straight down. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1, done. And we are through block 2. Last block, we've got X-jacks, some side crunches, a little jump rope, a side plank. If you've seen some of our other videos, you know the X-jack is just going real wide. We have 30 seconds. And go. If you need the stepping option, you can step it out this way. Five. Done. Side crunch. We're just going to do one side at a time. Knees are bent. I go hands next to my ears for this one, right here. All we're going to do is focus on tightening that oblique and pulling our ear to our hip up this way. It's not a lot of movement, but you should be able to feel it. And go. Really think about isolating that oblique. Get a good squeeze at the top. That squeeze at the top of the movement is so important on a lot of this stuff. Almost there. Got one more after this. Done. Ooh. Come back up. We got jump rope. Go. So get a good bounce in the calves. You don't have to do the jump rope motion if you don't want. I like to. At 10 seconds. Voice crack there. It's hard to talk while you're jumping. And done. We've got a side plank. I'm going to stay on the same right side. Feet are stacked, elbows underneath the shoulders, hand goes up on the hip. Just going to take it up and hold it for 30 seconds. Go. If your balance is an issue, you can unstack the feet. If you need to, you can put a hand on the ground. Got 10 seconds. 5. Done. Back up, we go, jacks. Begin. I realize now I'm just doing normal jumping jacks instead of our X jacks. That's fun if you caught me on it. Can do the X jacks. Halfway, a little over halfway. 5. Done. Got our side crunch. I'm going to go the other way. Kick my timer. And go. Remember, really focus on that good squeeze. Think about taking this ear to that hip. You're halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we got our jump rope. Go. I could never really jump rope as a kid. So this is perfect for me. About 10 seconds. Make those calves burn. Go a little faster. Get that heart rate up. 3, 2, 1. Down to the mat. We got a side plank. And go. 30 seconds. Nice straight line. Focus on pulling this oblique towards the ceiling, halfway. Ten seconds. 5. And done. Woo! Back up. We got our jumping jacks. And go. Good pace. Go a little faster if you need that heart rate up. About halfway. About 5 seconds. Done. Side crunch. I think this is the side I'm on. Start those up. Go. Remember, squeeze that ear to that hip. About 10 seconds. 5. And done. Woo. Jump rope, 30 seconds. Go. Now's your chance to do all those tricks that I couldn't do when I was a kid. Cross it over. Play your Rocky theme song in your head. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1. Done. Now we got side planks. Now I feel like me, this one should really be hard. Second time through. And up. Oh yeah. Feeling it already, right from the get-go. Ten seconds. 5. Done. Going back up. Last round. Jumping jacks. Go. About halfway. A little over halfway. I think I've been pretty good on the today. 5 seconds. Done. We have not gone under time, so if anything, you've done a little more, so you can take that with you. Ready? Go. Side crunch. Elbow to hip. Good squeeze at the top. About halfway. Five seconds. 2, 1. Good. Back up, you got jump ropes. Last 2 exercises. Hopefully you got a good sweat going on. Oh, I do. A little over halfway. Calves should be burning a little bit. Got 5 seconds. Done. Last exercise is our side plank. Best for last. 30 seconds. Ready? Up. 30 seconds and you're done. Not with work, because it's noon, unless you're watching the replay of this. So I hope that you have a great rest of your day. The weekend is here. If you work at a job where you get Saturday, Sunday off, halfway. Five seconds left. 2, 1, done. You made it. Very nice. Let's do a little stretch out. If you got to run, you got to run. I understand. Just standing here, let's come down. Touch your toes a little bit, let it hang. Stretch out this whole posterior chain. Big on doing stuff for hamstrings, glutes, and back. If you're somebody out there that's got some knee pain, you should be doing this every day. And up, we're going to stretch out the front part. Hold on to something if you need to. Flip legs. Take the right arm, we're going to wrap it around this side. Give a little pull, stretch that shoulder, stretch that lat out. Switch up the arms. Now if you want a little longer version of a cool down stretch, we have one of those for you on the channel. So go do a little surfing. Mo the Destroyer hosts one. I'll give a couple of claps in Buzz's memory, even though he can't be here to lead it. But happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I appreciate you guys joining me. See ya.